Hi, it's Mark Bossert. I'm here with Bernie Pawlik, Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, Vancouver's best auto service experience. And we're talking cars. How you doing, Bernie?
Doing very well.
So today's guest is a 2012 Jeep Wrangler. What was going on with this vehicle?
So this vehicle, as a regular client of ours, came in for a B service, which is an oil and filter change, along with a full vehicle inspection, which you should do every second service on any vehicle. This is a 2012, so it's getting older. Yeah, so we did that, found a few issues, and the issue we're featuring in this one was tie rod replacement. All the tie rod ends were loose, they had excess play. So that'll cause your steering to wander around and not feel tight.
So it's a part of the suspension system, basically, that ties the wheels together. Is that why it's called tie
It,
rods?
Exactly. It's actually more classified as part of the steering system, but it is down there with the steering suspension. Sometimes it all seems like the same part of the vehicle because it is in that area. I would add too, when tie rods get really loose, they become unsafe. These were getting to that point, but not quite. But once there's enough play in them to replace them, especially if it's excessive, it can actually break. I don't know if you've ever seen a car where one wheel's pointing right, the other wheel's pointing left. That's a broken tie rod. Not a very good experience. Never had it happen. Never want to feel it. It would be horrible.
Let's go to some pictures. Here's our guest.
Our,
Looks really good shape for 2012.
yeah, I had to look back at the year and go, wow, is that actually 2012? It's in fantastic shape. There's a couple dings on the other side of the vehicle, but it's acceptable. Happens.
So this is the tie rod end.
Yeah, so we're looking at the tie rod. That little blue thing is basically a dust boot or grease boot. These are greasable tie rod ends. So every time you get a service done, you should see if there's grease in there and have a little bit of fresh grease pumped into it. And the tie rod ends, so you can buy them individual parts and pieces or complete assemblies. There's actually four ends on this particular vehicle. Some vehicles have more bits and pieces. The steering linkage on these vehicles is fairly simple. So there's four tie rods, and there's a full look. So that's the main tie rod that goes from wheel to wheel. And then above that, there's another rod. You can see the grease nipple if you point to that at the bottom there. That's called the drag link, and that connects from the steering box to the right steering knuckle. So that's where the movement of your steering wheel goes to the right first and then to the left. But of course, when all the tie rod ends are tight, everything moves absolutely uniformly without play.
How do you diagnose that these are worn out?
A couple of ways. One is when you're in the vehicle and you have the wheels on the ground, you look underneath and you twitch the steering wheel back and forth. This is how we would diagnose it. You move the steering wheel back and forth fairly rapidly. There's a certain motion, and you can see if there's any movement, like up and down movement in the tie rod end. So again, the tie rod end, I think we pointed that out in the first picture. If there's any movement in any of those, that's bad. Definitely needs to be replaced. The other way you can check too is with large channel lock pliers, and you can squeeze them while they're on the vehicle. And it's okay to have a tiny bit of movement, but anything over a certain amount is excessive. Again, we squish them, and if there's enough movement, then we consider them to be worn out. When you're driving your car, which is, of course, I was thinking when you're asking that, the only way you'd know if it's worn is if your steering is really wandery, you hit a bump and the vehicle lurches to one side or other, it could be tie rod ends. If there's clunks when you move the wheels or if you hit bumps, that could be tie rod ends too. But again, these are things where if you're feeling something, have it inspected and then we can find out. Because there are many things, ball joints, control arm bushings, various items that can cause those movements.
Different linkages, obviously.
That what you're pointing at is that's a sway bar. Those can cause a lot of clunks, and those kind of affect overall stability of the vehicle. But if you actually remove the sway bar from a vehicle, it doesn't have an enormous effect. It just fine tunes the suspension and keeps the vehicle from rocking around a lot. But it's an important component to replace when it's worn out, but it's not critical like a tie rod end where if it breaks, if the sway bar end link breaks, there's not really a huge safety concern unless it breaks in a way that it pokes through a tire. That one's a long ways from the tires.
So after everything was replaced, how was the vehicle for ride and accuracy of steering?
Very good. We do a wheel alignment on the vehicle as well because that's critical. Because all of those, if you saw those threaded ends, those all affect the alignment of the vehicle. So you can adjust what's called toe in, where the tires are either pointed towards each other or away from each other. So you adjust that plus the center of the steering wheel. So there's quite a few adjustments that need to be done. And you really can't do it without an alignment machine. You could use a tape measure and a lot of trial and error, but it's a lot easier with an alignment machine. And it's very accurate that way, whereas a tape measure alignment is not accurate.
And wheel alignment allows Longer tire life, more accurate steering, your car isn't wandering so much.
Yeah, longer tire life, more accurate steering, better fuel mileage too, because if your tires are pointed in such a way that they're causing excess friction, not only are you wearing out your tires, but using too much fuel to force the vehicle to move. So when your
So there,
alignment's really out, you can feel it's not very comfortable.
so there you go. If you're looking for service for your Jeep in Vancouver, the guys to see are Pawlik Automotive. You can reach them online at pawlikautomotive.com. You can book your appointment right there, or you can call them at 604-327-7112 to book your appointment. You have to book ahead. They're always busy. Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Thanks, Bernie.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for watching.